Watching today's winners and losers on Wall Street with our financial expert Rob Black. And Twitter just getting annihilated. Their stock today, a big drop for Twitter stock during trading. And with Twitter, is it all about the slowdown in user growth?
Hashtag fewer users.
Okay.
It's crazy. If you look at what Twitter missed, they had 1 billion people sign up, but only 250 million using it. That's weird. Where did those people go? They're not sticking. Twitter's got a problem that you have to use words like hashtag missed quarter, hashtag Cronfort breaking news, hashtag, and like the soccer moms of the world and the dads who work too much and sit on the couch and watch sports, and too many people don't know the language of Twitter, so it's not getting stickiness. I love it. It's a great resource for seeing news feeds around the world. Fast and furious. They broke the news on Osama bin Laden. They break a lot of news stories. I think they'll get back up from this, but you never, ever, ever buy an IPO in the first year because they haven't had the good quarter or the bad quarter. They haven't had the seasoning. Facebook was an awful investment in the first year, awesome investment in the second year. So I think that's going to go the way of Twitter as well.
And what about Sony? I mean, this is such a powerhouse company. We all had our Walkmans.
Sure.
But what has happened at Sony? Big cuts, dropping the PC business. What's going on? Any way to turn around that business? No, that's the end of Sony, you think?
Well, they've got the entertainment,
okay,
and they've got some television production, and they've got some mobile and some other, electronics that they're keeping. But they haven't made money in a year since 2004. That's a long time. So once their TV was the TV to own, now Samsung's black is a little bit better. Sony's kind of lost it. The Vaio laptop, wonderful laptop, but who's buying laptops anymore? So they're exiting businesses that they should have exited a couple years ago, cutting 5,000 jobs, losing $1.1 billion. This is a survival move. And again, it's a tip of the hat to Apple and a tip of the hat to Samsung.
And a big surprise with AOL. You've got revenue. I mean, how is AOL doing so well?
Crazy.
Yeah.
In the last 5 years, it's gone from 20 to 50. And this was a company that was internet roadkill, essentially. And what the weirdest part was listening to their conference call. They talked about how many dial-up subscribers aren't leaving, that they still have dial-up subscribers. This is a company that's kind of like a Yahoo, but they're actually growing better than Yahoo. They attracted 120 million unique visitors in the fourth quarter. They've got 207 million monthly unique visitors for their ad network. Revenue's moving nicely on a year-over-year basis, up about 23%. I see Yahoo and AOL as divisions of either Microsoft, Apple, maybe a Facebook down the road, as these eyeballs are still there and the businesses are still creating some cash flow, so they will be acquired.
Okay, and then more on housing. After the housing crash, we saw a lot of people lose their homes. Now home prices are back, but it seems a lot more people are renters now than they were 5 years ago.
Yeah, and this is going to be a problem down the road. It's mortgages. We used to have the Mortgage Forgiveness Act, but that expired in 2013. So if you stayed in your home, if you sold it short, you were able to get a tax deduction. Now people are going to be going foreclosure versus getting that tax deduction. And who's buying it? Big investors. Companies like BlackRock are buying it. So they're getting incredibly low interest rate on mortgages. They're getting the house they're putting up for rentals. I own a house in a great school district. If I die, it'll be able to be rented for years and years and years to come at $20,000 a year profit on top of the mortgage being paid. So on top of all this, we haven't built affordable housing for the low income, mid income, and it's a mess out there of what's going on. Scattered residential rentals.
All right, thank you, Rob.
Rentals.
And if you have a question for Rob, you can post it on his Facebook fan page, and we'll answer it here on KRON 4.